my name is Christian Schenk. Most people call me Card Shark. I'm the creator of the Phoenix deck. November 2009, I started a new era in card magic with the release of the Phoenix. Maybe you already used the Phoenix deck in the past, but I bet that you did not notice most of the embedded features. This video should give you a brief introduction to the world of Phoenix decks to show you what makes them special and unique compared to any other poker deck available. There were several reasons why I created the Phoenix deck and why I did not base my work on the commonly used Bicycle brand. Many people asked me if it wouldn't have been easier and more reasonable to stay with Bicycles and develop effects under their design. Well, certainly Bicycle is still more common, but staying with this brand would have meant being limited in many ways. When I started printing custom cards, I had to find a way how to print onto Bicycle cards. The best way to do this is to remove the finish with acetone, print onto the cards with a special laser printer, and then reapply another finish. This works great and I still offer this service. Many world champions and top magicians get their gimmicks printed by me. Unfortunately, it is very time consuming and expensive when it comes to larger quantities. For instance, when someone wants to get his business card printed onto the cards. I found a solution using compatible cardstock from Germany where I did not have to remove or reapply the finish for printing. As these cards were not made at USPC, I was not allowed to use their Bicycle design. I had to restrain from using their trademarked artwork to stay away from trouble. As I also wanted to introduce new principles to card magic that I will show you later, I needed to be completely free in the choice of card manufacturers. The first thing I learned in magic is don't switch deck brands during your act or you arouse the suspicion of using trick decks, no matter if you really use trick decks or not. Staying with the Bicycle design, I would be limited in using only the printing facility of US Playing Card Company. Unfortunately, this company only thinks in huge quantities and flexibility is not really in their vocabulary. Due to the copyright issues, there would be no way of taking their design and get cards printed anywhere else. My intention was not to steal someone's copyright like other magic creators did in the past. The copyright had to be owned by me so that I would have total freedom. Now, back to my solution with German cardstock. Years ago I created a design called Highcycle that was pretty close to Bicycle bags and avoided any copyright problems. The cards resembled Bicycle cards, but unfortunately would not stay under the radar of lay people when mixing them with Bicycle. What started as a good idea turned out to be insufficient. It just did not work. So I moved on. I figured out that the only way to have consistency in all created products was to start from scratch. These were the premises I kept in mind when I started the creation process. The deck should use the well-known faces of Bicycle cards, as this is what lay people recognize. They don't really care about the backs. The back design should be normal enough to stay under the radar of lay people. I also wanted to create the best marked deck available with a totally different approach to the deck design process. Every marked deck uses an existing back trying to add and hide a marking system. The designers would have to make a decision, high visibility or high camouflage. Starting from scratch allowed me to place the marking at the best possible spot. The rest of the back was then designed around the marking, blending it perfectly into the back pattern while keeping it extremely easy to read. At the end of this design process, all I had to do was to remove the marking to get them to my regular Phoenix decks. Last but not least, I wanted to add features to the deck that would give magicians some extra weapons that could be very useful in their daily work. So without any further ado, I think it is time now to show you the Phoenix deck and all built-in features.